Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you have not subscribed yet, definitely hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of fun on my channel. I post all the time, and I don't just do mental health videos. I do a lot of things like covers and makeup videos. So today we are talking about how to communicate to your teacher that you are struggling in his or her class with your mental illness. And I feel like this is such an important topic because education is so important. Even if you hate school, like I was not a huge fan, it's still very important, so take it seriously. But I feel like everybody should have the same chances to learn. Everybody should be able to feel comfortable in their school environment enough to where they can settle down, feel comfortable, not vulnerable, and learn and just be content where they are. And that sometimes can be very challenging when you do struggle with a mental illness. Now, sorry, there's a dog barking in the background. I hope you can't hear that. School by itself, even if you don't have a mental illness, is just very overwhelming. It can be it can be very stressful with all like the homework, and especially if you have multiple different teachers, all the presentations that they give you. It's a lot to deal with, but I think it prepares you very well for life. Yeah, so I just have some tips on maybe to help you how to communicate to your teacher or even your classmates that you are going through this if you feel like you need to. So the first tip that I have is to go to your teacher after class. Obviously, you don't want to go to her like right in the middle of class. That's not going to be comfortable or probably not the smartest way. But go to your teacher after class with a friend. Now this is kind of similar to the how to tell your parents that you're feeling depressed video that I did. I'll link that down below if you're interested in watching it. But I feel like when you have that support, oh my gosh, my dogs won't stop barking. I'll be back. Yeah. So when you have support, it is so much easier to carry that weight, and to not feel as like out in the open and vulnerable, because especially sharing that kind of side of your life is kind of hard sometimes, and it's not always easy, especially someone that you're not super close with. Definitely have a friend go with you. I feel like that's a really great way, so they can be there to support you, or even talk with your teacher as well to even help better explain the situation. Number 2 I have is to set up a parent-teacher conference, especially if you are younger, like middle school or early high school, or even like elementary school. I don't know. If your legal guardian or whatever, your parent does know the situation about you, it's very I think that it's very helpful to set up a parent-teacher conference to discuss your challenges that you are having in that particular class or whatever, because they can explain really well like how you learn and the challenges that you've been facing and everything, because I mean they see it from a different point of view, and also they're with you at home and everything like that. So I feel like that's a very awesome way to get your point across. Just talk to your parents about that one and see if they can set up a meeting with your teacher to discuss that, and hopefully you'll get a better learning environment from that. Another way you can bring awareness to your teacher is through a doctor's note, whether that be like a therapist or a psychiatrist or just your regular doctor. I feel like that's a really good way to just hand that to your teacher. That doctor probably has all the notes for you that you need, and they can explain like what that doctor recommends you do, or whatever. So I would definitely check that out. That's also a very good option. Just call your doctor, your psychiatrist, or your next appointment, have them write a note to your teacher. Like obviously you're going to have to explain to your psychiatrist what's going on, or your doctor what's going on, so they can then better know what to write on the note to give to your teacher. It's all about communication. It really is. So my last tip for you is to actually set up a meeting with your guidance counselor or your school counselor or whatever, and tell her about the struggles you're going through, and maybe, I mean, I don't know how severe your situation is, but it'd be very beneficial to do this before school as well, so you guys can kind of set up a schedule that works for you. I don't know like what your school policy is or how your school works with that kind of thing, but I think that it is very important that you are placed in the correct environment for you, and that you feel comfortable enough to, you know, focus on your learning instead of having to focus on your anxiety or your depression or whatever. So go to your guidance counselor, tell her what's going on. Maybe she can change some classes for you, or even maybe he or she will know the best teachers to place you with for your next year, or even that semester, or whatever is going on. I think that that's a very important thing to do, because I mean, that's exactly what they're there for. They're there to help you with your schedule. They're there to help you with your learning time, to set up all of your, you know, whatever, all of your classes and stuff like that. So I think it's important to communicate to your guidance counselor what you will be doing. So if you don't take away anything but this, I want you to take away that communication is very important when you're going through a struggle, because when people don't know, then you're not going to get the help that you need, and they're not going to know that you are struggling. They're not going to know, you know, how to help you. So I really, really hope that this video helped. Don't forget to share with a friend if you think that it will be helpful for them. You can get through this, and that mental illness, it's not your identity. It's something that you struggle with, but it's not your identity. And just work every single day to kind of control it, because it is possible. So I hope that this video helped, and I hope that your school year is going well. It's almost over, well, at least in the United States. I think it'll be over in the next couple months. So I hope that you're all doing well, and if you have any questions at all, you can message me on Instagram, and my Instagram is linked in the description bar. But I love all of you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!